Hello, multifamily friends. I'm Esther Bernardi, Vice President with Yardi, and I am so glad that you have joined me today to chat about chat. What a year it has been. It's been a year of change. We started the year learning about this new coronavirus, COVID-19. Isn't that a phrase we wish we would never hear again? And yet it's still with us. By spring, we knew that we had to social distance, and we started closing offices with temporary stay-at-home orders. And even when we reopened, we were reopening with reduced staffing to maintain that all-important social distancing. Our customers wanted to social distance too. And so they started looking for things like virtual tours and self-guided tours to still be able to tour apartment homes, but without that face-to-face contact. And then in the midst of it all, before they toured, we still needed ways to communicate with them, whether we had reduced staffing and staff wasn't available, or maybe our offices were closed, or it was just after hours. And so chatbots became an important topic of conversation in 2020. But there is a silver lining. Do you want to hear it? We all need some good news, don't we? The silver lining is this. COVID-19 pushed us to adopt these technologies, but they didn't actually develop the need for it or the desire for it. Customers already wanted this increased convenience. When have you ever heard a customer say, I would like less convenience? No, they already wanted these things. And COVID-19 has pushed us to go out and figure out how to adopt it. And I think long-term, that's a good thing. So let's talk a little bit about how to communicate, regardless of staff, regardless of time of day, how to communicate to give customers answers to all of their questions, regardless of time, regardless of place, using an AI-powered bot. I am so happy today to introduce RENTCafé Chat IQ, an AI-powered bot that really does have everything you need to deliver great information to your customers. Before we take a look at the bot itself, I'd like to talk about what a good bot should include. A good bot should be more than a bot on your website. Yes, you want that chat bot on your website. Absolutely, you want that. But a good bot should also be able to handle SMS text messages. We know already that text communication, text engagements lead to higher conversion ratio. So if somebody wants to talk to you on their phone through text messaging, that bot should be able to handle it. And then right down the road, it should also be able to handle things like emails, in-app messages, calls, etc. A good bot needs to be able to handle natural speech using natural language processing. So the way we talk to each other, the way we type and text to each other, a bot should be able to handle that. Now that means handling misspelled words, handling abbreviations, you know, all the ways that we communicate that humans can understand between one another. A bot should be able to do that as well. So natural language processing, but it should also have conversion optimization, little prompts that give the customer an idea about the additional things that they could ask to engage them more and more, keep them involved in the conversation. So you might present, you know, would you like to hear about pet policies or availability? Should give them those prompts to keep them moving through the conversation. It should be smart enough to be trained. Occasionally, there's going to be a chat question that happens via your chat bot that the bot can't answer. But when that happens, you should be able to go back and train that bot in the same way you would train a leasing agent. Maybe a leasing agent got asked a question that they couldn't answer, and they came back to you and said, hey, this last customer, they asked me this zinger of a question. You would then train that leasing agent, wouldn't you, to answer it the next time around. We want the bot to be able to do the same thing. We want you to be able to go back, put that question in. Here are all the different ways this question could be asked, and here's the answer. So a good bot should be trainable. A good bot, of course, should have data tracking. You want to be able to see how people are using the bot, when they're using the bot, how long their conversations are, what devices they're using it on. And of course, a good bot should allow you to turn the conversation over to a live agent when the bot can no longer answer the question. So those are some things that a good bot should include, and that's what you should be looking for. But let's take a look at how RentCafé Chat IQ interacts with a customer. Here we are on a property website, and let's just see what happens. The bot's going to welcome the customer and ask how they can help. The customer here selects one of those prompts. I want to see pricing and availability. How many bedrooms do you need? 3 bedrooms. When do you want to move? I want to move in November. Now the bot is delivering back some 3-bedroom floor plans, the availability for November. And then the customer says, can you show me some pictures? I'd like to see some pictures, and the bot delivers back pictures to the customer. I can show all of that right there. And then we want to know, do your agents wear masks? Now that was a trainable thing that this property was able to train, and the bot answers, yes, our agents are wearing masks. You know, we care about your health and safety. And then, yeah, hey, I'm here to help. Is there anything else? The customer says, is your gym open? Yes, the gym is open. Now, the bot can help the customer move this conversation to text message. Let's take a look at what a chat conversation would look like via SMS text messaging. Let's take a look at this one. Here we're going. This conversation has been transferred to chat. Customer says, LOL, this is cool. You can even train your bot to have a sense of humor. This one says, note to self, plan a night out at the Bot Comedy Club. Customer says, do you see that you, not Y-O-U, but that you have charging stations? The bot can answer that because it has that natural language processing. So it's able to answer that. We get a thumbs up. Hey, is there anything else I can help you with? Customer says, I think I'm ready to schedule a tour. Now this gets really cool. We're able to say, hey, I can help. The bot says, I can help. Do you want a self-guided tour or a guided tour? Customer says, I want a self-guided tour. What date would you like to come in? Saturday. All right, I'm going to give you some time ranges here. You're going to pick one as the customer. The bot's delivering these time ranges. Customer says, all right, here's the time I want to come in. And then you can see the conversation just continues, all via text messaging. Very cool stuff. So we started on the website. We transitioned it to text. Remember, your bot should be more than just a chat bot on your website. It should be a chat bot, but it should be a text bot, should be an email bot, should be an app bot, a call bot, should be an everything bot. That's what a good bot delivers to you, and more importantly, to your customer, to make sure they get the answers they need, regardless of the way they want to interact with you. Now, let's just recap a few things. What does RentCafé Chat IQ offer? Well, it offers both conversion rate optimization, those cool little prompts, and freeform chat, that natural type of conversation that we all are accustomed to. It's built using our call center, the RentCafé Connect call center's library of tens of thousands of real live agent chat sessions. So we saw, what do people ask? How do they ask it? What kind of misspellings are common? What kind of abbreviations are common? And we were able to build that to give you that functionality right out of the gate. It uses true artificial intelligence and natural language processing. And of course, it does give you the option to turn it over to an agent, whether that's your agents or our call center, when necessary. And of course, it's trainable. You can build responses to those questions that maybe you didn't anticipate. Train it just like you would train a leasing agent, so that we constantly have more and better information going into the system. RentCafé Chat IQ offers chat and text and very soon, email, apps, and calls, ability to handle everything. And of course, RentCafé Chat IQ can turn it over to an SMS conversation at any time. RentCafé Chat IQ is such an exciting product. It fits right in with the entire RentCafé suite of products. It's a seamless customer experience for your customer and all managed in one system with one core set of data underneath for you. I want to thank you for joining today to learn more about RentCafé Chat IQ. And don't forget, if you're ready to learn more, we would love to talk to you about it. Contact sales@yardi.com. Thanks, and have a great APT Virtual.